people, Ujumpo here again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ujumpo Unravels. So today I was actually researching. So research is what I do when I don't know what I'm doing, right? So I was actually researching and I came across this lady called Spirit, and she was talking about the meaning of rises. So what is rises? I mean, I'm like, okay, what do you mean by what is rises? And I actually had to listen, and it blew my mind, and I decided to share it with you guys. So stick around, we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Like I said earlier, I was researching and I came across what is the meaning of rises by Spirit, and I decided to share it with you guys. You know, I like to share everything with you guys. And remember, I'm actually big on interpersonal relationship, about getting to know yourself, getting to know your partner, getting to know your environment, your neighbors, your colleagues, for a better life and a more, peaceful life. So now, Spirit talked about rises, which is R-I-S-E-S. What does it mean? So each letter stands for something. So the first R stands for recreational compatibility. Now this is rises in relationship, right? So the R stands for recreational compatibility. What does it mean? If you say you're recreationally compatible with someone, what does it mean? So you meet a partner, you guys have the same kind of idea as to what you need to do for fun, what adventure means to both of you. Have you ever been in a situation where you meet someone, and maybe you're someone that is big on traveling, you want to explore the world, you want to travel to learn the culture, not typical traveling and buying clothes, but traveling to mingle with the locals, to go to historical sites of wherever it is you went to understand who they are, the history about them, their food, the way they relate, even maybe pick one or two words before leaving. And then your partner seems not to understand that. He or she feels that you're wasting money. You're actually not being productive. As against traveling, why wouldn't you want to just buy books and read in the comfort of your home? Or as against traveling, why wouldn't you just want to watch football? Or as against traveling, why would you just want to go for Omona meeting or Omo Ada meeting? As far as they are concerned, that is the only kind of travel they like, going to the village, gisting and doing parties or whatever with your village people, as against traveling internationally or traveling around the world. It doesn't make sense to them. So you see, there's a bridge when it comes to the recreational aspect of your relationship. It might suffer a little bit because both of you cannot come together to explore, or both of you are not compatible in that sense. Now, that is not to say that before you go about choosing who to be with, that the person must fulfill all the 5 components of these rises. I'm only just bringing the awareness that these are things that perhaps you probably might at least know, look out for, understand that there could be differences, and then on your own, you learn ways to mitigate that, right? As against being frustrated and allowing only one aspect of the 5 components make you sad in that relationship. Understand that your partner does not have the same recreational compatibility as you do, and then find friends that you could enjoy your kind of recreational activities with, while upholding and honoring and appreciating that perhaps your partner has the other 4. You know what I mean? Hardly would you be in a relationship where your partner will have all the 5. Come on, it's almost impossible. If you got lucky, then good for you. But the truth is, you might not really find someone that has all the 5 like you do. So this is for you to know that it's okay, for you to understand that people are different. If you see someone that meets about 60 or 70% of what you like, then just understand that you guys might not have every component compatible, but you could still make something beautiful out of a relationship. So the second one is I, which is intellectual compatibility, right? So you could be in a relationship with a partner where you guys have intellectually stimulating conversations. That kind of partner, you guys could talk till the wee hours of the morning and you don't even feel like sleeping. You don't even know what you're talking about. Perhaps when somebody asks you, what were you doing all night? I say, I was gisting with my partner. What were you guys talking about? And you're like, I don't know actually. But your soul felt full after that conversation. You always look forward to seeing your partner or coming home to just have intellectually stimulating conversation that fuels both of you and keeps you guys so full in your soul. You cannot imagine sharing such conversations with some other person except your partner. Whereas there are some other people that don't have partners, they can actually share that level of intellectually stimulating conversations with. So they might have a best friend that they share that with, or a sister, or a brother, or even a colleague, right? And then the third one is the first S, which is sexual compatibility. Of course, when we say sexual, we know what that means, right? So someone you share that wild, erotic kind of sexual ecstasy, with someone that when you remember you're going to be intimate with them, you have like goosebumps, like you look forward to that. It doesn't even matter if you guys have been married for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Anytime you guys want to be intimate. And now remember, intimacy is not just about sex, the in and the out, right? Intimacy have different components, right? You could even be deep cuddling, staring each other in the eye, saying affirmative, positive things to each other, caressing each other, eroticism that is so deep, even just the way the person looks at you, the way the person smells, the way the person makes you feel, even though you guys have not gone down. That is the sexual intimacy we're talking about. Some people have lucky, they have that. Other people don't. Other people had that, and maybe after children, the thing kind of dies. Some other people maybe didn't have that initially, but after having children, it grows. These are possibilities, right? And then another aspect of this rises is the E, which is the emotional compatibility. Have you ever been in a relationship, or are you in a relationship with someone where the person gets you even when you don't say anything? Like, I understand even when you don't say anything. I hear you even when you don't say anything. You know, that level of bond. Just when you look or turn like this in maybe in a club or in a party or somewhere, the person really understands what your turning means. The person gets the signal. The person gets you. Like, every other person could be like, yeah, she said that. That's what she meant. And the person would be like, no, that's not what she meant. And even though you're saying something that is totally opposite what you meant, the person can read that, even though your words are different. You know what I mean? That level of emotional compatibility. You understand that person to that extent, and the person understands you to that extent. And then the last one, of course, is spiritual compatibility. And when we talk about spiritual compatibility, people often think that it's about religion or God. Maybe both of us are Anglicans, or both of us are NSPPDians, or both of us are Catholic. Not necessarily. It's about the way you see your chi. You know what I mean? The way you fuel and you feed your spirituality. You know, the things you like, your morals, your ideals about life, your level of spiritual touch or spiritual closeness, your belief system. The person respects, understands, appreciates, and perhaps shares almost the same as you do. That is what we mean by spiritual compatibility. I mean, oftentimes you could see couples that feel, you know, maybe the woman believes in karma, for example, and the husband feels that she's wacko. What is karma? I beg you, you know. And you see, she lives her life in a certain way, trying to be good to people because she kind of believes that in turn she would receive that. And then the husband is someone that cheats people and doesn't think, he feels that is what's it called? Ogonyo Kalobi. You know what I mean? What is Ogonyo Kalobi in English now? Survival of the fittest, we could say, right? So I'm smart, it's business, I'm smart, so we did a business, I proposed something, you're not smart enough to propose something different, I won, you know, that kind of thing. And then the wife feels, no, you should be fair from the onset, you see? So they have disconnect, you know, in that sense. And this could also affect their home front when he feels that life is all about being sharp, fast guy, sharp guy, and the woman feels, no, you need to be fair. You even need to think for the next person because you don't know where you will be tomorrow. And if you're not like that, you might be in a place where if you were a good person, somebody would have been in a good place to help you think for you. You know what I mean? But because you've done it to some other person, you will be in a place where some other person will think against you because that's karma. And then the husband feels, I don't know what you're talking about. It's all about being smart, you know? So that is the spiritual compatibility in that sense. So, guys, so where are you compatible with your significant other? Are you compatible in all the 5? If you are, lucky you. Are you compatible in 1 or 2 or 3? Remember, it doesn't matter if you don't find your partner compatible with you in all the 5. This is just for you to know these components and try to look for ways to encourage yourself and find fulfillment outside any component that your partner does not have strength in, or maybe discuss with him, perhaps he might begin to loosen up, because what is love if we don't try to change, adapt for one another, for our significant other, for life to be more beautiful than it is. Anyway, till next time, guys, please subscribe. I beg you. Please subscribe, please comment, please share. Click on the notification button so that anytime we upload, you will be the first to know. Till next time, remember, hang in there because the best is yet to come. Don't give up, okay? Love you. Bye-bye.